What is going on, everyone? It's Ty here today, and well, today I want to talk about 7 new features Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are going to have. And honestly, I'm really excited for all of these things. I'm excited for this game in general. Obviously, graphics aside on this one, I am pretty excited. These new features are looking great, and frankly, I haven't been excited for a Pokemon game since Pokemon Sun and Moon. I loved Arceus, but I wasn't excited for that initially. But this is like the first time in a long, long time that I'm actually really excited. So let's get into these 7 things right now. So starting off, I think one of the greatest, best additions, long overdue in Pokemon, is the Let's Go command. The Let's Go command is essentially Pokemon's auto battle system. This is really good. Pokemon can be a grindy game sometimes, and this is good for a lot of people. This is good for just wanting to grind. This is good for shiny hunting, and this is just good for a normal casual playthrough. I mean, Pokemon battles are really great, but sometimes you need to level up, and doing battles over and over again, doing all those turns, if your Pokemon's just going to one-shot them anyways, this is really good. And it's not just a win button either, which I'm really happy about. This is actually you're gonna still need to be stronger than the Pokemon just to win. It's been reported that you do lose HP and you can lose these auto battles. Something to note is if it's a shiny, it will kill it still apparently, which is really good to know right before even playing it. I believe it's Joe Merrick from Cerebi. He found a shiny Pokemon, and that leads us into number 2 right away here. Shiny Pokemon are in the overworld. And this is something I think is great for all people, especially shiny hunters. Obviously, I'm kind of hoping we don't get Arceus shiny rates. It was fun in that game, but I don't know. It didn't feel as rewarding as it could be sometimes. Shinies and Arceus were insanely easy to get, and I don't need them to be insanely hard. I'm not one to really frown upon however you plan on getting your shinies, but I would like it not to be that same rate. This is just a totally side note here, but shinies in the overworld is something we definitely should have had in Sword and Shield, but hey, it's here now, and I love this feature when it appeared in Pokemon Let's Go, and I don't know, it's so long overdue in the mainline game, so I'm really hyped for it. Up at number 3 here is that we know no Pokemon pretty much. We know a very slim selection of Pokemon. We know our legendaries. Actually, the legendaries surprisingly have gotten a ton of spotlight. Normally it's not like that, but I mean the legendaries seem to be playing out really differently in this game compared to any of the other games, so that makes sense. But we don't know even the first evolution of the starters. We barely know any of just the common Pokemon. I think if I were to guess off the top of my head, I mean, know what, 20, 25? That might even be overshooting it. But yeah, we know no new Pokemon. And in general, we barely even know any of the returning ones. So this is something we haven't had in a while, and I really hope they don't ruin it between now and when it comes out. Obviously, leaks are going to be starting really soon here, probably in the next 3 days as this goes up. I would guess, what day is it? The 5th today as I'm making this. So I'm going to guess the 8th at the soonest, at the earliest, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but leaks aside though, if they continue this, I'm really excited that we're going in super blind. And number 4 here is a change I think is going to be very welcomed among a lot of players. Maybe not myself, but I know people are going to love this. There's a really in-depth photo mode, and I think the coolest thing about it is you can take pictures of the Pokemon and add them as your Pokédex picture. I think that is really awesome and really unique. I probably won't be doing it a ton. Maybe it'll hook me in. I didn't really notice a ton of filters, but maybe I will take a selfie with my little Fuecoco. I am picking Fuecoco. I guess out of curiosity, let me know in the comments below what Pokemon you're picking as your starter. I'm Fuecoco. Even though we don't know the other evolutions for any of them, I believe in my little fellow Fuecoco. Number 5, this one might be my favorite on the list, is the Pokemon campsite. Now, Pokemon, the anime especially, makes it all about bonding with the Pokemon, and the games make note of that, you gotta bond with your Pokemon, but honestly, the Pokemon me never really felt like that. The Pokepalago was really cool, one of my favorite features, but still, it wasn't really bonding with your Pokemon. The Pokemon campsite in this game It looks really fun. You can play with your Pokemon. You can bathe them, it looked like. And the sandwich making for your team to sit down and have a nice lunch. I'm really excited for. I'm very disturbed that there's ham. That implies there is some sort of animal got killed. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm very excited for the sandwich making because, well, one, it looks fun. It looks a lot more fun than making the stews in Pokemon Sword and Shield. The sandwiches give like a ton of buffs, it looks like, and we don't even probably know the half of it. I think there was some making like types spawn more frequently, if I'm correct. I'm sure there's XP gain, and I'm sure there is one for shiny boost rates. So, you know, that's, in my book, that's always a little welcome. Sometimes it can be fun to get a ton of shinies. Who knows how this will all work, and I don't know. I'm very excited to see it though. Number 6 here is the big gimmick of the game, the Terra types, and the Terra raids with that. So Terra types is a new gimmick like Gigantamaxing, Dynamaxing, Mega Evolution, Z moves, all those things. This is the new battle gimmick, and honestly, I think this one is pretty alright. I think it's better than Z moves. I think Mega Evolutions still top it for me, but this is going to make battles really interesting. So if you don't know, Terra types essentially change the type of your Pokemon. You have a normal Lechonk and get a Terra type, make it into a water type, but it knows the normal moves. It can really switch up how this game is going to play, and I think it's going to make competitive scene really interesting. I really feel like Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing, I feel like Gigantamaxes were thrown in for the people that wanted Mega Evolutions because that changes the designs, and I think Dynamaxing is just overall added for the double battles. I think it really only works in double battles, which is the standard format for competitive Pokemon. So, you know, I think this one kind of meets in the middle. I think it's going to be really interesting for just casual playthrough and really interesting in said competitive playthrough. And I think you can make a ton of chaotic Pokemon if all Pokemon are allowed to get all the Terra types. We'll obviously see what Pokemon can have what Terra types and all that. It can be really interesting, and it's going to make a lot of Pokemon people normally slept on really popular, I believe. And then on top of that, I guess should add the Terra raids. Raid system is back. I really hope they improve some of the raid mechanics. Pokemon Sword and Shield, especially for the AI. The AI was totally garbage, and it's going to make playing those games in a few more years from now almost impossible. It's probably going to make it impossible right when Scarlet and Violet come out, because there probably won't be as many people doing raids on said games, and the AI you cannot rely on at all. So hopefully they fix the AI for single player raids. We'll see though. We'll have to see how that goes. And then number 7, the biggest thing this game is offering, I feel, that honestly I kind of feel the Pokemon Company has been really quiet on, which has me a little worried. We don't know a ton still, I feel, how this all works. But it's the multiplayer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You can explore the Paldea region with 3 other friends, so 4 people total. And the way they're selling it is that you will be able to basically play the whole game with these people. Now, I don't know how that's all going to work out, because Pokemon is designed in certain ways, I feel, to really coordinate with a single player experience. But I'm just frankly really interested in shiny hunting with friends. I'm interested in maybe doing races or something. I don't know. I think the possibilities are endless with what they could potentially be doing, exploring for the raids, doing races maybe to find Pokemon, shiny hunting, battling there. I don't know. If you can complete the story with people, that will be really awesome, and I hope they make multiple save files. I really doubt it, but hey, I would totally be welcome for it. But yes, the multiplayer, I think, is the most interesting one that we pretty much know little about, I feel. I still want to know more. I really want clear and concise communication about how that's supposed to all work out. But nonetheless, I think it's a really interesting step forward, and knowing the Pokemon Company, if it doesn't feel totally fleshed out, that probably means in the next game it will be like a core, an even more core mechanic. So we'll see how this goes from here. But yeah, this is all 7 things that I listed here. These are the big features. Obviously the mount, I didn't mention the mount, but that was kind of everywhere in all the trailers. Will you be picking up this game? Which version will you be picking up? I will probably be picking up Scarlet. I think it's funny that it has wheels on, what is it, Koraidon? Yeah, I think Koraidon's the Scarlet legendary. I think it's funny he has wheels and he uses legs. I don't know, but I'll probably end up getting the double pack. If you don't know, the double pack at Target actually has a little statue if you got a Target, so maybe pick that up. I think it looks really neat. But yeah, until next time, everyone, I got one more big announcement. I have a Discord server, link in the description below, but I also try to stream on Twitch once in a while. I will be doing a big Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stream on November 18th at probably midnight. I'm pretty confident that time. Join the Discord, though, or follow me on Twitter for more updates on that. But yeah, go ahead, follow me on Twitch, and we're going to be doing a lot of fun things. We're going to be doing Pokemon card openings, and there'll be little channel point redemptions. There'll be a lot of fun to be had. It probably will not be 24 hours, but I will probably just go until I give up and get tired, and I don't frankly get tired that quickly, so who knows, it'll play until I stop. And yeah, this is just the beginning of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coverage. If you like what you saw in today's video, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, everyone, I am a little sick. I'm a little sick.